Good evening, friends. This is time for the market wrap for March 18, 2021. Now, the issue we have on our hands is that global liquidity is tightening, and because of that, yesterday's Fed FOMC meeting didn't really help us a whole lot because I think the market expected some kind of a tapering roadmap, whereas Fed has just one game that we will continue to you know um, pump in more and more liquidity. That maybe the market was not interested in hearing. So that way, if we look at the S&P 500, we opened gap down, and from those levels we are kind of moving up slowly, but I think Nasdaq is the more relevant index, and the reason for that is that that is where the tightening of liquidity is likely to impact, because that is where valuations are high. In the US, what's happening is that uh, money is moving more towards growth and value type of stocks, and these over owned and overhyped type of tech stocks, high valuation stocks are seen selling. Now, before we move forward, let me request all of you to like, share, subscribe. And also, if you're interested in our join button services, platinum, diamond, gold, silver, copper, uh, it's the time to join. The market has been extremely treacherous, and any sort of hand holding that you can get is a big benefit. For questions, WhatsApp 98710 or email at ashwani_gujral@yahoo.com. That is ASHWANI_GUJRAL @yahoo.com. Or you can straight away go to the YouTube channel and click the join button, choose the service you want, and take it from there. Now, what is happening on the US 10-year? Now, this is as bullish a chart as you can get, and just see how it's roaring ahead. Even if you see a weekly chart, the bond yield is heading towards 1.985, almost 2%. This has just been climbing one way on almost a daily basis. The other uh, piece of the puzzle is the dollar index. Dollar index, while not as aggressive as the bond yield, as you can see here, even the dollar index is extremely bullish. Okay, so this being the story, where does it leave us? You know, a lot of people are, sometimes feel that 1,000 point correction is a big correction, and you know that is kind of enough for the market. But what they forget is the move post the budget, and then even pre the budget, the November December move was kind of a vertical move. You cannot go on like this. Look at the sort of divergences you have on the RSI. So my sense is that this is like a structure. You have this kind of a roof that is there, and this is your neckline, and this structure is looking extremely weak. Now we can, hang around here for a couple of days, but finally I think this has to come down and possibly, you know, 13,600 type of targets, if all goes well, quote unquote, should easily come in. You can tell from my voice that I have short positions. Let's see what happens to them. But it will be a huge mistake to think that all of a sudden, this pressure on interest rates will go away and you will start to rocket up. For that, dollar index must come down, bond yield needs to come down, because emerging markets is a risky asset. And in a risky asset, you have to have, risk on mode. We are right now, whatever the Fed says, in a risk off mode as far as the emerging markets are concerned. On the bank nifty again, the next level of support is probably now 32,500, 600 kind of zone, which was the pre-budget high. And the bank nifty is also likely to give up, this pre-budget rally that we had. So overall, all rallies towards now 3,400, 34,000 should be used to sell. On the bank nifty, all rallies towards, on the nifty, all rallies towards 14,700, 750 should be sold. So that way, I don't see, too much changing for tomorrow. The market can attempt a rally here and there, but overall, the weakness is fairly strong, and we are now trading decisively below these supports that I had shown you yesterday of 14,650 to 14,750. In terms of pivots, the pivot for tomorrow is 14,637, and bank nifty pivot for tomorrow is 34,071. That way, I think excuse me, we are trading below pivots for both the indices, and we should have a further downside. Now, when I say downside, I'm talking from a 3 to 4 day type of angle. Tomorrow, 14,500 will kind of try to provide support. We can also see crude prices down 4%. All commodities are down. So EMs, NASDAQ, and commodities are the barometers to see what kind of risk on sentiment we have. For the moment, the market is in correction mode, and this correction could get worse before it gets better. So maintain short positions and we take it from there. That should be it. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor before going. Let me just talk about the option chain, which I in fact forgot. Now, Nifty option chain, 14,600 added 9,200 contracts on the call side. The OI here is about 11,257 on a cumulative basis. So like 80% OI was added today. Similarly, huge amount of call writing at 14,700, 800, and all of these strikes. Meanwhile, put side seems a little light. I think major action is now at 14,500, and once 14,500 is taken out, it's all the way up to 14,200. So basically once 14,500 goes, you have a fair amount of downside. Similarly, let's check out the Bank Nifty. Look at this call writing at 34,000, 20,000 cumulative, 10,000 contracts were added today, 34,500 again, uh, 13,000 contracts cumulative, 7,000 added today. Bank Nifty has some kind of support at about 33,500, but it is at 33,000 that you have major open interest. So 33,000 could be the sort of level which provides support to the Bank Nifty. And on the upside, I think it will be difficult to cross even 34,000 on the Bank Nifty. So that is the complete wrap. Take care and have a good night.